Hi, it's Jenny from Balloon Circus again, and today I am going to give you the story of the clever panda. Here is the clever panda. In the high wild hills of northern China lived a big fat panda. Part of his fur was white and part of it black. He had big black circles round his eyes. He lived alone, wandering through the hills. But he wasn't lonely, he liked being alone. And one day, two hunters came to the hills with their dogs. They wanted to catch a panda and take him to their zoo, where everyone could see him. That would be very nice for the people because everyone likes to see a panda. But he wouldn't like it. The hunters saw the panda and chased after him. He ran into a bamboo thicket so they couldn't see him, and then he ran until he couldn't hear them anymore. After his long run, he was really hungry, so he sat down and began eating juicy bamboo shoots, his favourite food. The hunter's dogs crept silently along the panda's trail. They surrounded him and suddenly leapt from the thicket. He just sat looking there, very surprised, like an overgrown cuddly toy. Yap, 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 called the dogs, feeling very brave. They weren't afraid of a toy, no matter how big he was. The panda dropped his bamboo shoot. He jumped at the dogs, waved his big sharp claws under their noses. He opened his big mouth and showed them all his big strong teeth. And he growled a big growl. "Scat, you silly dogs," he bellowed. My, those dogs were scared. They yipped and yapped and howled and they ran till they couldn't run any more, and they never went near a panda again. A panda laughed. He wouldn't ever hurt the dogs, but they didn't know that. After all the excitement, "I feel quite hungry again," said the panda. So he sat down to eat some more bamboo, and he forgot all about the two hunters. He made so much noise, chomping and champing and chewing his food, he couldn't hear anything else, and the hunters crept close. Then they jumped from the thicket and threw a net over him. Before he could say Himalayas, the panda was caught in the net. The hunters smiled. "Don't worry, we won't hurt you," they said. "We only want to take you to the zoo, where you'll never be cold or lonely again. We'll feed you on honey and oats and fresh fruit and all kinds of lovely food. You'll like it." "I'm sure I won't like it at all," grumbled the panda. "I never feel cold because I have a thick fur coat. I never feel lonely because I like being alone. And I don't want all your fancy food. I like bamboo. Please let me go." "No, no," said the hunters. "We've caught you and you're coming to the zoo." They tied the net to the pole, started down the hill carrying the panda, all wrapped up in the net. The panda lay still. He didn't struggle. He was busy thinking. At last he thought of a way to escape, and he began to moan and groan. "Oh, I'm so hungry," he wailed. "Wait till we reach the zoo," said the hunters. "We'll feed you there." "I'm too hungry," sobbed the panda. The hunters stopped. They cut loads of bamboo shoots, pushed them through the holes in the net for the panda. Then they picked him up and on they went. He was really heavy and they began to feel very tired. They were so tired they didn't notice what the clever panda was doing. He lay in the net, chomping happily. They thought he was eating the bamboo. He wasn't. He was chewing a hole through the net. Suddenly, with a scramble and a leap, he was out of the net and he ran up the hill. The hunters were too tired to chase him. "Stop! Come back," they called. "Don't you want to come and live in our lovely zoo?" The panda laughed. A big, happy panda kind of laugh. "Oh," he shouted down at them, "if your zoo's so wonderful, why don't you go and live there?" He disappeared up the hill, laughing like anything. "Thanks for the ride," he called. And that was the last they ever saw of the clever panda. Okay, one shout out from today. It's happy 3rd birthday to Beatrice. Hope you have a lovely day. Happy Friday, everyone. Bye.